Alright, we're gonna go get a blood pressure check. My feet, if you can see them, are extremely swelled, and so are my legs, because, like, yeah, that's very swelled. Usually you can see veins in my feet.
Look.
Yeah, you're putting them on really good.
No, look.
Yeah, I see.
It's unfolded.
So I can't actually get an appointment, but the nurse is there and you don't need an appointment. You just slide your card and you press the nurse button and it gives you a number to go see the nurse. So I'm just gonna get my blood pressure checked real quick and maybe a ketone P check, see what's going on. Hadar has to call and see what my 24-hour urine collection test results were, just to see if like it came out that it had ketones in it. And the morning pee that I did came out good. It didn't have ketones, so see how much the 24-hour one had, if it had any in it. And if I don't have ketones, then I'm not going to worry about it, but if I do, I'm going to probably go to the hospital and get checked out. Daddy's feeling the tire pressure. It was at 29. Put it at 31 or 32. 31. This says air. Air. Aleph is A, and that one on the end is an R. See how it's backwards? It's a resh. And that is a letter that you can't say in Hebrew if you're American, because it's like a guttural sound, like a rush, but it sounds like an L when Hebrew speakers speak it. Now, Hebrew speakers are going to say, no, it doesn't. But if you're American and you don't know Hebrew at all, and you hear somebody say a word with R in it, you're going to think that they said a word with an L in it. Because when Hadar speaks a word and I'm learning it for the first time, I'll have him say it in, say it in English, so I can know if it's an R or an L. So, okay, he's checking all of them. And Rafael brought Pinkie Pie and Kitty.
Grandma bought me a kitty.
Yeah, Grandma bought the kitty, and then Daddy bought the Pinkie Pie. He had to get some water. It's a doctor ritual.
Thank you. I'm trying not to spill it.
Alright, 255 Aleph. Room 208. This says Hadar. Hadar. And that means door, right?
Hadar.
Room, okay. Hadar means door, or room. This is my feet after I've had flip-flops on. Oh yeah? Extremely swelled. Okay, I talked to the woman, remember when I couldn't get salt water for my breathing? So I talked to her, and she knows English really well. She just loves Rafael. She's like, this boy, he's so manners, you don't have manners. Kids in Israel don't have manners. She said, okay, thank you. And he says, you're welcome. And she turned around and she started laughing, you know, she put her hand over her mouth. She said, kids in Israel don't have manners. I thought that was funny. And I was like, oh, no. She said he's one of a kind. Anyway. So I said, can you get results from the hospital? And she said, yes. I said, can you see what my 24-hour urine test was? And here's the results of that. But it doesn't have a normal on it, like what's normal and what's high. Everything is fine except for this one. It's underlined because it's high, and that is protein urine 24-hour. Let's see, protein, I guess protein creatine at ratio. Creatine, probably urine sample. These are fine. Protein U sample, that's fine. Creatine urine sample 24 hours, and that's fine. But this one, protein in the urine for 24 hours is high, but it doesn't give a normal, at least I don't think it does. How high is it? You know what I mean? She sent me to the doctor that's right across the way from the nurse's station. Oh, she took my blood pressure, and the blood pressure machine was not working. Not on a small cuff on my forearm, not on a big cuff on my upper arm. It just wouldn't give her a reading. So she got out her personal stethoscope and blood pressure, pump for my arm, and she said, okay, it's fine. It's 130 over 80 2 or something like that. That's a little high for me, but it's fine. You know, it's not considered high blood pressure until you get to 140/90. The doctor, he said, oh, she did a pee test, my urine came out fine, didn't have ketones in it. He was like, oh, it's fine, go home, rest, you know. And then he looks at this paper with the urine, and he's like, no, go to the hospital, because I have swelling in my legs. So he wrote out, have proteinuria, which is protein in urine, swelling in the legs, pregnancy, observation, patient under observation. So he wants me to do a fetal heart rate monitor and fetal movement, because she's actually not moving that much since last night, since I started swelling up last night, you know, but I'm under a lot of stress because Hadar came home. You know what I mean? So it was like kind of stressful for me. So it just may be a combination of me working on the computer a lot because I'm swelled up, I don't know, and stress. Just gonna go in for observation. I do not want to get checked in if I do not have to. I mean, if they say, oh, you have preeclampsia, which has been hard to determine. I don't know why. Don't people usually don't they make a determination? You have it or you don't, but it's been hard to determine for me for some reason. And it's been hard to get a good blood pressure reading. I don't know. I don't know. But she's moving probably like once an hour from what I can count. And sometimes when she moves, it's like a flutter. You know what I mean? It's not vigorous. But she is a lazy baby to begin with. Rafael was a lazy baby. He hardly moved. So it's hard to tell. Some days she'll be active all day long and she'll hurt me. Like she'll stab me in the pelvis and stuff. But other days she'll like sleep for an entire day, you know? So I don't know. But I want to be safe. I would much rather be safer than sorry. You know, I am 33 weeks and 6 days today, so almost 34 weeks. I'm gonna have a C-section at 37 weeks. 3 more weeks to go, but if I have preeclampsia, you know, I'll have this baby soon. But I don't know, it's been a week, and I knew that I had to get checked, but then they wanted to postpone it another week, and I know I'm rambling, but I'm so scatterbrained right now. I'm really worried. I think everything will be okay, but I just want to make sure. I want them to tell me, you do not have preeclampsia. I want a determination, yes or no. You know what I mean? And if I do have preeclampsia, I want to get treated for it, and I want it resolved, which means that, well, obviously, if I have preeclampsia, the baby has to be delivered. Before they do that, they need to give me a steroid shot, and I need to wait I think 24 hours or something, maybe 2 days for the baby's lungs to help develop from that. I'm not sure how long you have to wait after you get the steroid shot, but shortly after you give birth, and that helps to fix the preeclampsia. But I mean, sometimes my blood pressure is okay and sometimes it's high, because I went and it was high twice this week. I don't know. I rested when I got in there, and she's like, yeah, go ahead and rest. You know, she was telling me, go home, lay on your left side to get it down. And, you know, when I'm at home and I'm not working, like cleaning or cooking, I'm like semi laid down on the couch, you know. As much as I can lay down, I can't lift my legs because of the SPD. But as much as I can lay down, I've been laying down. Hadar actually went in. I told Hadar I do not want to get admitted. Hadar actually went in just to get Rafael something to eat. And then Hadar's mom is in Beersheba right now, which is good. So we're going to drop Rafael off with her. So he's going to spend probably several hours, however long I'm in the hospital for, with her. That is the update. We're going to the hospital now.
I haven't done this in a while.
Yeah. Obese pregnancy. My blood pressure is it's borderline high. It was 140/70, and then she took it again, and it's 137/69. So it's like 2 weird numbers, a high top and a low bottom for me. So we're monitoring the baby's movements, and she hasn't moved yet, except Hadar poked her one time and she moved, and her heart rate went up. But her heart rate's good, but she's just not moving. So maybe she's just sleeping today.
And your feet swell up, so we're here.
Yeah,
and
feet swelled up.
Doctor's gonna come in a few minutes, hopefully.
Oh,
Hopefully.
Yeah? Okay.
And that's what we're waiting on. and maybe you'll get a sandwich or something to eat to make the baby move.
Yeah, I just want to rule out preeclampsia. That's like my biggest
But
worry
today,
right now. 2
urine tests.
Yeah.
The one last week came out with a little over the standard.
Yeah.
And then this
They
one
said it was
today,
a little over the standard.
today
so that's
Andrea
not
just
bad.
peed on a stick, and that came out negative for protein.
Yeah, it was a different stick than I had been taking. If you remember last time, the stick was like purple. These were blue and green, so I'm not sure.
If it works, then it
which
works.
color, like which.
Right.
Yeah.
So where's the little boy at? No boy.
Yeah.
Because now Daddy's here. So
To Grandma and Grandpa's
I gave him
house.
to Grandma and Grandpa real quick.
They were in town.
Yeah. They were actually in Beersheba, which
Yeah.
is where we met up with them real quick and
Yeah.
handed them over.
Yeah. So that was good. Raphael's gonna spend some time with them. So.
A couple hours,
Yeah.
hopefully. We're not getting Andrea admitted unless she's in dire need of, like, do it now.
I can't do that again. Like I can't do that again.
Well, at least you got me.
No sleep. Yeah, but you're not gonna be with me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be miserable through it.
Oh, right. They don't let you be there during the night.
I don't think so.
No,
People
remember
were
in
there
Eilat.
until 11 p.m.
In Eilat, yeah, that's like they cut him off.
Yeah.
Like, hey, what are you doing here? Get out.
Yeah, at 11 p.m. they were like still there with kids screaming.
Well, I didn't eat anything, so we're probably gonna get something to eat afterwards.
Ooh, it's
if you
gonna
know
be
what
like
I mean.
our first date.
She's excited too.
This room has its own bathroom and shower. So everything looks good right now. We're waiting on blood tests to definitively say whether I have preeclampsia or not, because sometimes I have protein, sometimes I don't in my urine. And my blood pressure is like right on borderline with the swelling. It's not like very good, but it is good that I am not high. You know what I mean? It's borderline. So she did a sonogram to measure the amniotic fluid, and the fluid is good, which is very good sign. And I don't know what this thing is. Maybe it's a light. I shouldn't touch it though. There's a lot of things in here I shouldn't touch. There's the sonogram machine and her computer, and this is the bed, which is really hard for me to get up on because there's no stool. And if you know about SPD, you can't spread your legs, like keep them far apart and lift them, which is like, it's really hard for me to get in and out of a vehicle because you have to lift your legs up. So that's really hard. Hadar is gonna go get us something to eat because we haven't eaten since this morning. It's now 6:45, but we've only been here like 3 hours maybe, but we have to wait another hour for the blood test. So he's gonna get us some food. So when we get the blood test, we can just leave and go home and get Rafael. And that'll probably be like 8:30 or something. I'm pretty sure the blood test is gonna come out good. We'll see. Everything's like going back and forth with my urine. I don't know. I don't know what causes that, but everything's looking pretty good right now, and I will go back here next week to get my surgery date. I have to keep waiting. So Hadar's driving, which is a big help to me. Thank you very much.
Don't have to drive, don't have to handle the kid.
Don't have to change a kitty litter anymore. Don't have to
Have to speak Hebrew to English.
yeah.
Try to translate it.
I'll be glad to get rid of that. So the blood test came out just fine. The doctor that saw me in the ER the last time, the one that was like not really nice to me, there was one nurse and one doctor that was not really nice to me. The rest of the people were extremely nice. Some of them overly nice, and they helped me with everything.
The nurse today was good.
Yeah, the nurse today was very good. And the doctor, she was good too, but I didn't really understand what she was saying.
Andrea and
Her accent.
No, both of them. Andrea and that doctor did not understand each other, so I had to bridge.
Yeah.
Sometimes. I'd have to tell her, and then I'd have to tell Andrea that's not what she's asking me.
Yeah.
Talking to her for a few minutes about something that got nothing to do with what she asked.
Yeah. Oh, this guy just pulled out right in front of us. The doctor that was not very nice to me to begin with at the other place, his son's over here, so I better do it this way. She said she wanted me to be admitted to do some testing, and I was like, no. I told the other doctor, I don't do well in the hospital. I don't get rest. there. You know, there's a lot of noise and it just aggravates me and raises my anxiety. So it's better for me to go home and then come back. So I'm just going to keep my appointment for next week and come back and get the testing done then. So far everything is really good, I guess, because she didn't tell me what the numbers were, but she said that the blood tests were good. So it has to be within range if they're good. That's good. Happy with that. Really happy. Happy with this.
Yeah, everything is fine. I come here and everything works. Everything is good.
I know, right? Okay, the electric, something's been kicking our electric off, and I think that it fixed our air conditioner because the air conditioner's been blinking since he's been gone. Only since he's been gone. And when he came back, the air conditioner isn't blinking anymore. I'm like,
working,
what?
The cat's off the furniture. Kids not screaming. Everything's back to normal.
Yeah, Rafael is like all attached to Daddy again. He's so excited that Daddy. We said, oh, is it an accident?
No.
We said we're gonna go to the hospital, and you're gonna go to Grandma's.
Is it an accident?
Is it an accident?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's got all over the floor, all over the ground.
Oh.
Oh, it's a big one. It's a 4-car pileup.
Bended that bend.
That cop didn't appreciate me filming, honey.
I know, they don't. they really, everyone here thinks it's intrusive. They just do. That's not a...
It's my right, though.
It's like a drive-through. I was telling Andrea, people will wait on Starbucks drive-through for 20 minutes. They will pile themselves up.
No, thank you.
We, Israeli, go in, get it, get out. We still see it, go look outside, it's the same guy.
Yeah.
Waiting for some weird order that he made, so I have to wait for the
Israelis don't have drive-thrus. There's no drive-thrus
I'll just
here.
let you know that we do have 2 or 3.
They have 2 in Israel.
The entire country.
Israel.
It's just not done here.
2.
It's not the...
No.
This is the 5th time that I went back, and you can really tell it's just a difference of culture.
It's a culture
good.
of convenience and
good.
yes men.
Not good, not bad, neither. It's just culture. Because now I had Israelis with me, and I have had to explain the American culture to the Israeli people.
Yeah.
Because they were being weirded out by it.
Yeah.
That's going to really suck for him.
Oh, why did you do that?
This is a no passing lane.
Good
with nowhere
Lord.
else to go. So if,
There literally is nowhere to go.
yeah,
There's
he's got something
concrete
to do.
barriers.
He passed some people.
Oh my goodness. To me, living in a world of convenience and then coming here where everything is hard.
Sorry, but it's only convenient because you're used to it. It is harder here, but like I said, you're biased. They are
I'm very biased
too.
because I love
They are
convenience.
biased. They like Israel better than the States, and I've explained everything too. The concept.
I don't
behind
know
stuff.
why anybody would love Israel more than the
This is not-
States. Except for if you're a Jew and you're here because you're a Jew.
This country is just different, and any American tourist that comes here falls in love with the place. I've never heard anyone.
Not to live here, though.
Never heard of anyone. I have people living here. My mom's got a lot of friends here from a lot of different places.
They don't stay here.
They do though.
They
Some
always
do.
move back to America.
Eventually, because why would you move here? If your entire life is somewhere else, why would you move here?
Yeah. The only reason you'd move here is if you're a Jew, and that's why you want to come here.
That's why you're here.
That's why I'm here. I'm here because I married a Jew, yeah.
Today I have not had a bad experience. Maybe because I'm used to everyone. Everything is good. Everything is flowing.
Huh?
In the States, they had a really hard time getting like full understanding, and usually things get lost in translation. But American and Israeli, they just don't. No one wants to get out of their comfort zone. And when you got 4 Israeli men talking to you all the time, or 3, because I'm usually not with them, then you get out of your comfort zone and you get all defensive or aggressive or passive aggressive, all sorts of different things that you usually aren't. Here they do the same thing, except they're aggressive anyway. So to Andrea, it seems really bad. But did you get bad service today? Nothing was bad.
Today, no, not today. But also, you were talking 90% of the time for me.
And it went just fine.
Yeah.
I have not had an issue today.
No, not today, no. Oh, and I told you before that the same nurse that gave me the salt water, and she was like, here, take it and come and get it whenever you want it. She's the one that helped me today, and she's like amazing.
You have
I
to
really love her.
understand, we were at two places. We were at the
Yeah.
clinic, and then we went to the hospital. So the two nurses, either way, were really good.
Yeah, they said that I had better go to the hospital just to make sure
We had a
that
Russian
everything's
doctor
okay.
at the clinic, which he does not speak English at all. So I had to talk to him about that.
He's not my doctor, though. My doctor is Arab.
He wasn't very helpful, but he was also not bad. He spoke what he saw. He's like, yeah, you have low protein in your urine. And then he looks at the thing again. He's like, well, it's a little higher and you might have protein in your urine.
Yeah.
After Andrea mentioned it,
Yeah.
showed him here. What's
I
this?
showed him the number. I was like, is this bad? And then he's like, yeah, you should go.
The doctor here didn't know. Like the ER, OBGYN ER doctor, right? She's like the ultimate OBGYN because she's ER.
Yeah.
She was there and she didn't know about that either. She looked at it and was like, it looks normal. He had mild blood pressure, mild bad.
Yeah. But I also think that she was looking at some of the readings that they got from the clinic, the place where it wasn't reading my blood pressure, right?
I didn't understand what you meant there either. I just wasn't.
I know she didn't.
Well, why'd you say it? See, you say things, but you
after her comment, I realized she didn't understand what I was saying, and I didn't feel like
she said,
saying it again.
Blood pressure's bad over there, and she said, what? Okay.
And she's like, yeah, it's good now.
Yeah.
So okay.
It's good standard.
But she was looking at it from when I was over there, and it wasn't reading correctly. 100/50. So
I'm 110/70, normal.
Wow.
Low.
That's good. That's a really good blood pressure.
Yeah, my BPM is really good too. The resting, it's 56 to 61.
Very good. That's an athlete.
Yeah, but I also weigh more than I went out with.
But you's looking good. Nice and thick. I like it.
I work out every day of my life.
Yeah.
But I eat a lot too over there in the States. I don't even try to eat a lot, and I eat
America.
a lot. Yeah, they add the cheese and bacon and everything, so that's plus 500 calories for one meal. If you do that 2 times a day, you're done.
Did they eat cheese and bacon?
Nah, only the Russian guy that was with me.
Oh, okay. Because he's Russian, he can eat bacon.
He just didn't care. Another guy in our apartment was observing kosher, not for real, not all the way, just no pig. Like I used to do the same thing.
Yeah.
No pig and no dairy with meat, which to me, that's a digestive thing.
Yeah.
I don't even do that myself, unless it's Mexican food, which we just had, by the way.
In the Bible, it says Jews are weaker because they can't eat meat and cheese together. That's what it says.
In what Bible? New Testament?
In the Bible. It says the Jews, only Jews are told to eat that way, by the way, in the Bible. Only Jews.
Jews are not known for their athleticism.
But you're more of a
Jewish
South American.
Me specifically, yeah.
Yeah.
But Jewish people would rather sit down and work a way around running. Like they will persuade
like me.
someone. They'll persuade someone wheelchair them out, then run themselves.
Yeah.
That's the Jewish.
Jewish athletes.
No, that's how people see Jews.
Oh.
On the outside. I was called a Jew a couple times. Never in the States. Everyone
By
thought
your
I'm American.
friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone there thought I'm American. They thought, you dress like an American, you sound like an American, you look kind of like an American, you must be an American. Because every time I say I'm from Israel,
he got stopped in Israel for customs.
I always look. When I look at someone, I don't gaze into their eyes, but I look sharply into someone's eyes.
And they're like, get over here, buddy.
Come here, please. I was looking at them. They were sitting like this, had nothing to do at 1 a.m. I just looked at them. I didn't.
You're one of them
What's up?
suspicious fellers.
Every time.
No, in Israel, you're a terrorist.
Time. You remember? No, in America.
Was it America?
The cop that came to me.
Oh,
was like,
yeah. Did you steal a
"Excuse me,
cell
sir,
phone?
Did you see a cell phone around here? You were described as someone that might have stole a phone. What else was interesting is that besides the fact that no one thought I'm Israeli or Jew at all, after I would tell them, sometimes I'd have to tell them, like this, it's something, I knew a process of something that I was doing, so I'd tell them, hey, I'm a foreigner, so
slow down.
Explain what you're doing.
Yeah.
Processes, never mind what it is. They would not understand, like, how are you
What do you mean you're a foreigner? What's that mean?
Yeah, they didn't understand the word. Like, where are you from? Chicago? Every time I would go get my hair cut by a different haircutter with no other hair cutters that cut my hair previously in the same store, they always thought I'm from the Air Force. Always thought I'm a soldier, always Air Force. So where do you serve? It's like, what?
In Israel.
How do you know?
Because your demeanor is
That's what
very
they said.
stern.
That's
like,
what they said, literally.
Stiff.
I did not tell her.
No, he didn't, but I know him.
The one that was married to Chief Master Sergeant. That's the highest NCO rank in the Air Force. Before Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force.
Yeah.
Which is the same rank, just one level higher. Same rank though. Anyway, she said, "Yeah, you look like a soldier." I said, "Why?" She said, "You look like you're disciplined." I said, how do you know? You haven't even seen me until now. I was just sitting here. I sit up straight, I guess.
Yeah, he does. He's got a commanding aura, and
Queens.
Rafael must really appreciate that because he listens to his daddy.
He does.
Yeah.
He does listen.
He doesn't listen to his mommy.
Oh, we're gonna leave mommy in the car. Let's go, daddy.
Yeah.
Oh, we're coming back. She's just
Oh,
staying
yeah.
there.
Well, if daddy got left in the car, he'd scream bloody murder. No, daddy, my daddy.
Well, they've been together for 2 months. 2 months on
And
their
he
own.
was my buddy, pretty much. He was my buddy. Well, he was
Hey, do this
gone.
for me, do that for me. He's learning new things. Now he's independent, and he helps his mommy a lot. 'Cause
Yes,
he needs
he's really been helping me. Well, he didn't help me too much with the bed, but he did help me kind of put the sheet on. But he didn't help me too much. But I mean, it was a help. He got it in the right direction. So, I mean, he's been helping me a lot. He took the sheets off to wash them the other day for Hadar to come home, and if I need something that's clear across the room, he'll go get it for me. Yeah, he's helping me because I can't walk very well.
help. And by that, Andrea means that she can't walk.
I can walk, it's just excruciatingly painful, and it gets
It's
worse
little things,
the
like
more you
getting in the
move.
car.
Oh, getting in the car. Yeah, the getting in the car is probably
I
the
was
worst.
getting in the car today.
It was really good because I had somebody sling my legs in for me.
Yeah, and on the hospital bed.
Yeah, the hospital bed is like impossibly tall and it hurts a lot, and he slung my legs open for me. Open. You're a leg spreader.
Yeah, I saw condoms in there in the ER.
Yeah, he's like, "What's a condom?" So I said,
Condoms? What?
"That's for the sonogram machine."
Just out there.
They're having the parties in there, little romps.
Hey, yeah, she had to tell me what that means. I have 0 jet lag. I'm
That's
just
great.
generally tired. So
Well,
I'm
you
gonna
did
work
sleep
out.
about 10 hours.
You keep saying that?
You
but-
did, though.
All right.
You woke up at 1:30 or something?
It was about 4 a.m. 1:30 to 4 a.m.
10 hours.
Yeah.
About 10 hours.
No, because you
That's
said
good, though.
12 at first. But yeah, it's for the fact that I was traveling for 3
Yeah.
hours.
Yeah, because he had that long layover in Germany.
Besides the long layover, we missed our flight. Well, we didn't miss our flight. It got canceled. On the runway, running doing the
Yeah.
what the takeoff run.
Scary.
What? Like he had the afterburners and then nope.
Oh, that's scary.
Stopped right then, real quick.
Yeah.
And I have my headphones. I can't hear anything. And I was trying to sleep too. I fall asleep in any situation. So I was halfway asleep anyway, and then I'm like, what happened? I took the headphone off, and he didn't have a clue what happened. He's like, indication light. Stall protection system indication light that illuminated, and it shouldn't have. So when they looked into it, they actually had someone hook up a laptop into the plane. They
Wow.
saw that it was the 4th time that had happened since June 22nd.
Wow.
So they decided to call it off and to bring in another plane.
Yeah, okay,
However,
good.
Because of the way United did it, they scattered everyone on different planes. So we were like 15 people out of 40 that were on there.
Wow.
It was full, and then it just wasn't. So we were all the way up front, and we had very little time total, max. We call it Bruto. That's what it's called, Netto and Bruto. 30 minutes from landing, and this was before we actually took off. But the girl at United said, "Oh, you'll be fine. They know that you're coming. They can see it at any time, like I can. So they know where the passengers are. So if you have passengers on a different plane, they'll wait for you."
Wow.
But we ended up making it anyway because
Wow, United.
we ran like gazelles.
El Al didn't do that.
We were Houston. We were Terminal B, I believe, and we had to go to E.
Wow, that's a far.
It's a smaller airport than Newark, I think, but it was a longer walk.
Yeah.
We had to go all the way out of our way. And of course, air conditioning was not working in the plane for the first. Yeah, so I had to drink like a madman. I drank like a mad person, and they would not give me a liter bottle, a big one.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why they
wouldn't
do
give
that.
me the little ones anyway at the start. So I had to ask for 5 cups of water the first time around. And right after the cups of water, they came up with the dinner right after that, and I had to ask for another 5 cups of water. People looking at me like, what the hell are you doing? And my friend was next to me, and it's like, what are you doing? I said, I'm hot. I was wearing the long sleeve.
Yeah, the long sleeve.
With a short dry fit under it.
Yeah.
Hot. I was going for a different concept this time. Usually I wear a short tee and I have a leather coat on.
So did it do you well?
It did. Everything was good except for that flight. It was really hot.
Yeah.
I was dried out.
I had that before.
So I drank a lot, and then I went to the bathroom 2 times that whole flight. So every time she gave me like 5 little bottles. I stocked up on it. But in Germany, I had to get rid of them before I got on the flight.
Yeah, they won't let you have water.
No.
It's crazy.
All right, this is the longest vlog you'll have here.
Yeah, it is 20 minutes.
You have to edit.
Because we're home now.
Yeah, so we're going to pick up the boy.
Yeah.
Probably put him to bed because he's really tired.
We're happy to be home and
I'd say
have good news.
Overall.
Yeah.
Got new cars. He's very excited about his car.
Carl.
So after he got his 5th, he got 5 in a set. And he looked for more cars, and he found another one. And I was like, that's it, no more cars. And he found another one. He kept going through the suitcase. Where's my car? Where's my car? Daddy, it's my car. He got 7 cars.
7 cars for the boy.
1 Air Force book, which we'll read.
Good.
Might as well know what I do. My dad never told me what he did, ever.
He was a paratrooper.
Yeah, he said, I used to paradrop, and that was it. Airborne.
Well, and that's all we had to say about that.
So, have a good night.
On our way home. Have a good night. There we go.
That cop is back to stop people. And today he's got like 2 trainees with him. He's stopping people at that stop sign. So I guess he gets a lot of targets. We are definitely not going that way.
You aren't subscribed yet?
Please subscribe and like.
Comment and share. FoolyLiving.
And that's my food aversion, but I'm gonna try to eat it.
Alright, so this is our 3rd car now. It's a Chevy Malibu. It's pretty nice. I exist and I sweat in this place. We get all the way to 110, 115. Andrea's been asking me to get things. When I talk to her, she's like, why are you mad? Because I'm not there.